And we are live.
Hello.
And nobody talking.
Nope.
Everybody
I,
silent.
I was reading.
I mean, that's acceptable. Reading Avatar stuff.
Yep.
Perfect.
Kind of refamiliarizing myself with my playbook.
I mean, that's a good idea to do. But yes, we are finally here with episode 1 of our little Avatar Legends mini adventure of the escape from Varrick Island. I am super excited to get this underway. I was a little sad that we couldn't do it last time, but you know, real life decided that it needed to show up once again, as it does. But today, thankfully, real life has decided to chill the fuck out and we can get to having some fun here. Everybody's got their character sheets, got Roll20 open, all that fun stuff, access to the books. Perfect. Speaking of books, need to make sure I got mine. Oh, so I think we can get everything underway. We get the book, the music going here. So you don't really remember much. Everyone was sitting around your respective radios at your homes in the respective locations that you're from, awaiting to hear the winning raffle numbers for a very lucrative once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that was being put on by Varrick Industries. A Avatar cruise, as they called it. A bit of a round-the-world style journey, which would take you to interesting locations that had ties to the Avatar's history. Not just Avatar Korra, but Avatar Aang, Avatar Kyoshi, just lists and lists of avatars. Some you've heard of, some you don't even know who they are. Tickets held in hand, numbers read off, and the next thing you remember is your head is pounding. The sound of open seawater lapping on a beach sort of rocking you back into consciousness. I need to stop looking at chat because I keep seeing what Smithy is typing.
What, you mean we're not going to go see Diva Plava Laguna?
You are not.
Right.
Though, as your vision comes to, you are soaking wet, covered in wet sand, very cold, very uncomfortable.
Hate sand. It gets everywhere.
And then you
So
notice,
coarse.
God damn it.
My boy, he knew
Get
where I
out of
was
here,
going.
Anakin.
He knew where I was going.
And as you look around, you're not the only ones on this beach. Other individuals seem to be in the same situation you are. Save for the strange people sort of gathered around you in various locations with these mover contraptions, these recording devices. A couple people with outstretched, boom mics and the like, and all of them watching you intently as you slowly awaken. As you look around, you notice that you and your other water-soaked, sand-covered companions seem to be in a broken down makeshift camp. Broken down not in the sense as it's been destroyed, but as you only see poles and tent fabric and the like strewn about, almost as if nobody has bothered to set it up yet. And as you look around, you see two banners. You see the banners saying, "Welcome turtle ducks," and "Welcome platypus bears." And as they stand there and they stare at you, unwavering, trying to get the best shot and the best angle of all of you. What are you doing?
I'm going up to a cameraman and I'm gonna basically grab him by the scruff and go, "Where the hell am I?"
Okay. And as you get up and you start like stomping on over to this cameraman, the a couple stagehands sort of grab like a small pulley system and slowly begin to pull the camera backwards, just try to keep you in frame. As you Gilly, until you would see this individual, Azrin, if you want to describe what your character looks like.
So he's young. I mean, we're all young. But he's very fit. Not bulky. But for his size, he's definitely on the upper scale of big. He's probably at this age, probably 5'7", 5'8", in the middle of his growth spurt, probably gonna get over 6 feet tall somewhere, some down the line, but he's probably not there yet. I don't want to say it's a mullet, but
It's a mullet.
It's the Shaw Brothers mullet, the long black hair with the bun tied at the top with the top knot.
Yep.
So I mean, it's Shaw Brothers mullet. No facial hair, obviously. He's too young. He's wearing a tan gi. He ironically has a black belt. No one knows if he's actually a black belt. And he has, just regular hand wraps. He definitely looks like he's, someone who either works for or is in a, dojo of some kind. And he seems to be a little hot-headed. By the way, he immediately comes to, and the first thing he does is just charge towards the cameraman to find out WTF, because the last thing he was doing was listen to the radio chomping on some mochi, and then he's here.
Fair.
Okay. So the first thing my character will do here as he wakes up, Charlie head pounding, as you said, will sit up, get up, wet, feeling kind of gross from I'm assuming what is seawater here. We have a gourd, like an actual hollowed out gourd that we use as a gourd. So yes, the gourd. We'll pick it up and just kind of try to take a drink out of it, but it comes up empty.
You probably get like a little dribble of seawater that sort of sipped into it.
Yeah, exactly. Just go ugh, empty, figures. That explains the headache. And then I'm assuming at that particular moment we'd have sorry, Az, what is your character's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Hold on.
You don't know it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys have to introduce yourselves.
I meant more out of character, but yes, okay. Well, we'll see Az's character then, if you don't mind me referring to it as such until we learn your name. We'll see my character get up, and seeing Az kind of roughhousing this camera guy, we'll maybe walk up to him, and you'll see this guy who's in what also looks like a bit of a martial artist getup, wearing what looks like a bit of a haori on top, but the shoulders have been torn off, so it's kind of wearing it a little bit. Well, like you see on the image, this guy right here. And he's got hair, full head of hair, actually tied back into a very bushy ponytail. It almost looks like somebody stuck a broomstick, like behind his head kind of thing. It's very naughty and unkempt. And you see coming down his forehead, there is the blue arrow of the airbenders, right? At his belt, there's this wooden hilt. Well, not even wooden, actually, just this katana hilt, but it's bladeless. There is no blade on the actual hilt. It's just hanging at his belt as well. He'll walk up to your character, as just put a hand on your shoulder and say, maybe don't roughhouse the source of information until we figured out what we need to know.
And you notice that, like, even though he hasn't really said anything, you could see the look of fear in the eyes of this cameraman as he's trying to do his best to keep the very angry boy in the camera frame.
How old do you look?
Probably in his early 30s. Like late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, that's not good. He has an issue with authority figures.
That's fine.
Are you working for them, old man? Are you part of this bullshit?
He just looks at you with this, like, steady piercing gaze. And you can see he's got scars all the way up both arms, and one that goes right across his nose, and the other one vertical right across one pupil, not pupil, but eyelid, which seems to be like either lazy or closed, and the other eye's just looking at you, almost like unblinking, this steely, clear blue eye, and he says, just very simply, what do you think? And then looks down at his clothing and then back, who's all wet and soppy again from waking up on the beach, and he just looks back at you in the same type of wet clothing, and he goes, well, what do you think?
I don't know, you be a plant.
He looks at you again, and this time you can see his look falter a little bit, as if he's just like losing brain cells hearing you talk. Are you fucking kidding me right now? And then he just kind of like takes a deep breath.
Angry 16-year-old.
Yeah, it's fine. He just takes that deep breath, shakes his head, and says, "No, I'll assure you, I am not a plant."
Well, then when you say that, then the cameraman is like, so what's still, buddy? Why'd you kidnap us?
As he kind of like leans out from around the camera, and he's like, look, I'm not supposed to talk to the talent. I'm just here to capture what happens. Boss man will come by. He's going to tell you what happens, but I can't tell you anything.
Well, it looks like being patient. Go ahead, sorry.
He's like, do I look like I'm some sort of kabuki? What the hell are you talking about?
I think Yuka would walk up at this point, though. Before she walks over, she is absolutely pulling the water off of her clothes, so she is actually going to come over dry. Waterbender bullshit. For all your seawater.
Just like move your hands and all of like the water goes flying off of you.
Yep. Like everyone else. And she'll walk over and be like, sounds like we have to wait. Getting angry at them, they don't have the answers we need. It's not going to do you any good. Shouldn't take your anger on people who are not at fault.
There's a whole fucking crew of people out here. What the hell is going on?
And they're just following orders and directions that they've been given by their employers. So we wait. He said someone's coming to explain what's happening.
Patience here will serve you better than anger. And I'm just gonna have him turn around and walk away, find a rock or something, and we're just gonna sit on it and then maybe airbend a little bit and just have like
Just like air
air
drying
spin
yourself.
around us. Yeah, we're just gonna air dry ourselves, have the air just like warm up and spin around us until we kind of
Like
dry
when
ourselves
when
off.
when I see when I see the dry lady and like the air bending old guy, I'm just like, oh great, benders. And I just drop the cameraman.
As the three of you are conversing, you hear somebody behind you sort of stand up and kind of try to dust themselves off, but anybody who's had wet sand on them before knows it's impossible. It's like, can you guys please knock it off? Oh, what is it? Noon? The hell am I on a beach? Yo, why the hell am I on a beach?
We're not sure. Apparently someone's going to come tell us.
You see a young woman standing there with like a very long braid that sort of just like hangs down and goes down to like the lower portion of her back. She's dressed in, if it were dry, what looks to be just a basic t-shirt and pants, both like bright red. But on the left shoulder and like on the left thigh, you can see a symbol of a turtle duck sort of kicking a like an earth disc while shooting off a flame out of one wing and water out of the other one. This is not what I planned for today. Oh god, am I gonna have to forfeit? Are we gonna have to forfeit a match? Wait. Yo, what day is it? Anyone?
You talking to anybody?
It's
in
Christmas
particular or
Day.
himself?
It was,
Like, did he walk in front of anyone, or is it just like
Did-
monologuing
like,
in his corner?
Oh, she's just like
was
looking
there-
around, sort of like.
Was there a particular day? Do we have an idea of how long we've all been like kind of like
Last time
Woozy.
you remembered, it was possibly a Monday.
All right, I was like, I was like, last time I remember was Monday, lady.
Oh, all right. It's only Tuesday, then I'm good. But why the hell are we on a beach?
I don't know. I was gonna ask that guy, but old guy got angry when I roughed him up.
And you hear another individual like who sort of dragged themselves over to a rock. He's like a very like scrungly looking, probably about mid-20s looking man. He's got short cropped hair, got like the 5 o'clock shadow, just like very annoyed at the whole situation. And much like the young woman who was freaking out about what day it was, you notice that he's got just again a pair of like nondescript pants on and a shirt, but it says RCPD on, just like right over like just like the left part of his chest. It goes,
Does that ring a bell?
where does your character hail from?
Bossing say.
Bossing say. I think anybody would know that RCPD is the Republic City Police Department. Well, if I get what's going on here, the angered kid about to punch the cameraman, and then the other angry guy stopped him, and we're supposed to be waiting for a boss. I get that right?
Aside from me failing to see how I came off angry, yes, I agree.
Look, I would just assume we're all angry at the moment. We woke up on a beach soaking wet and covered in sand. It's not really the best feeling in the world.
Hmm.
He goes, enough with this. And he just like sort of, again, just like outstretches his hands and just pushes all of like the wet sand off of him. Still wet, but at least I don't got that on me.
Well, here,
Would
I
you like
can
me-
help with that.
I was about to say, would you like one of us to dry you?
She'll pull the water out of his clothes for him.
Oh, perfect. Oh,
My
I feel a lot
character
better.
goes, why the hell am I here? Like, everyone so far is a fucking bender.
Well, I don't know why you're here, but would you like to be dried? Or do you want to stay wet?
I'm fine.
Wet it is.
and you hear another person sort of like coming out from like behind like one a palm tree. It's like, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate it if you dry me too. My clothes are just like sticking to me and it's disgusting.
Quite
Oh,
uncomfortable.
absolutely.
And you see this young woman, like maybe if she's lucky 5 feet tall, short like brown hair that goes down to her shoulders, dressed in a very traditional looking Earth Kingdom outfit. She looks over and she looks around, she's like, yeah, so do any of you know why we're here or why I'm sleeping on a beach?
Sadly, we're still all waiting to find out.
Oh crap. Oh, I hope I didn't tell my boss I was taking any time off. Oh, I hope they don't fire me. Really need this job.
Let's hope we find out soon.
As well, the gentleman in the Republic City police shirt like walks around and like, well, we're all here together, we might as well get to know each other. Name's Pomar.
Sorry, you said Pomar.
Pomar.
Pomar. All right, good enough. Nice to meet you, Pomar. Pomar, I'm Yasaka.
The young woman with the long braids, like, I'm Zaya.
Saya, nice to meet you.
And the short woman is like, I'm Geeky.
Iki?
Geeky.
Or Kiki, sorry.
Geeky.
How would you spell that?
Giki.
Yeah.
Ah, Geeky. So Geeky it is. Got it.
Like, my character just sighs and just like, cheesy.
Was that cheesy?
Treasy.
Treasy. Got it. I gotta take some notes here.
Easy. I don't have the dialect to pronounce to correctly pronounce the chew part, but it's chew easy.
Ah, like you have an easy time chewing on things. Chew easy. Got it. Do you have a nickname? Make it simple for all of us.
I don't know you well enough for that.
All right, Chewy it is then. Chewy it is.
And what about you, miss?
It would be Yuka.
Yuka. And then you just hear somebody clap behind you. Perfect. Everyone got to know each other. You all got that, right? We got the meeting of the team. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, George, I'm sorry that he almost hit you. We'll get some sort of hazard pay or something in your contract. And sort of walking up to all of you is this individual dressed in a blue and black business suit. Hair pulled back, just almost very greasy looking. He goes, so, first team of the contestants are Mighty Turtle Ducks. Wonderful. You all might want to know why you're here or why you sort of washed up on the beach wet and sandy. Yeah, look, sorry, that was not my intent. We were supposed to load you onto the boats and get you here nice and dry before you woke up. But, well, you know the water, it's unpredictable, and the boat sort of just, capsized, and thankfully you all washed ashore. That's the great thing. No injuries? No one? Great.
Can I ask where Muffin is?
What's a muffin?
Saber-tooth moose?
Sabers. Oh,
Saber-tooth moose lion?
that thing. Yeah, I haven't seen that since it went storming off into the jungle about an hour ago. Look, he looked really mad and I didn't want to send anybody after him.
That's fair. I'll have to go find him.
Its name is Muffin?
Yes.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Cheesy looks at you and he goes, bitchin'.
Well, I'm Varrick, executive producer of this little contest that we're having. I am a representative of Varrick Industries. I'm sorry, the big man himself couldn't be here, but if it makes you feel any better, the first gentleman himself signed off on the production of this little contest. I mean, you've all seen the movers that we've put out from time to time, but we thought we'd get into the field of recording real people and real situations. A bit of a reality mover, if you will. And so you have another team you're going to be competing against, and in a series of trials, and once each trial is completed, you will be judged on how well you did, and as days progress, the losers will have to vote somebody out of their team. Slowly but surely, it will come down to a 1v1 contest, and that winner will win the grand prize that you were all hoping to get with those raffle tickets.
Can I just vote myself off this thing now?
No, you can't.
Seems like a very roundabout way of doing it, but I doubt there's anything we can do about it now.
All you can do is your best. And please do your best. My job is on the line here. I mean, when I pitched this to the big guy, you know, he was a little hesitant to that. Not everybody's going to want to compete in contests. But, you know, I assured him that, you know, the grand prize would be a really great thing. So, yeah, just do your best, please. Any questions?
When do we start so we can get this shit over with already?
Lots, but none I think you can answer.
Right. Well, you'll start as soon as I go and check on the other team, and hopefully they're all breathing. And then once everybody is present and accounted for, we can get into the first contest. But until then, converse amongst yourselves, you know, get to know your fellow teammates, and I'll be back, hopefully.
When he... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, when he leaves, question, we're on a beach and stuff. Are there coconut trees?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to draw my handle
Okay.
and use Gale Slice to chop down a couple of coconuts from the tree.
Okay, that's easy enough.
And just have them fall to the ground kind of thing. And then just airblade them open. And then just look at the rest and say, well, since we're stuck here waiting, drinks anyone?
Pomar is like, I like the way you think. He just walks over and takes one of the coconuts.
Thank you.
Ladies, anyone?
Yes, I'll take one. Thank you.
Then he'll kind of look over everybody. Yeah, he'll look over everybody's shoulder. You were saying, Az?
I said I'll take one too.
Yeah, and we'll toss one to Sorry, Chewy, right? Yeah, there we go. Here. Good. We'll clip the handle back to our belt and just have some coconut juice while we wait. Coconut
Okay.
water, but you know.
Chewy's gonna basically like sit up against the coconut tree and start wringing out his clothes.
Okay. So you start wringing out your clothes. We cut over to the other camp. And the two of you can't seem to get this ringing out of your ears and just this pounding as the sun is beating down on you, and you slowly come to soaking wet, covered in sand. Much like the other camp, there are pieces of a camp set out for all of you, and that banner saying "Welcome, Platypus Bears." And much like the other team, there is a full camera team, just recording you and a group of 4 other people, sort of slowly coming to out of the sand.
Mop. Oh man. What? Hey, where are we anyways? You know what's going on?
I think I probably hear that familiar voice and immediately look over with a look of relief, seeing someone I recognize being surrounded by all these strangers. I don't even know what day it is.
Oh man. It feels like a Tuesday. I'm gonna say it's a Tuesday.
I think it's a Sunday.
I don't know. I don't think a Sunday ever feels this bad.
Well, you haven't spent a Sunday with me in a while, have you?
That's true. That's true. You all right? You're not like missing anything. You're not broken or anything.
I think the only thing that's hurt is perhaps my pride.
Hmm.
Why are we here?
I don't know, man.
What were you doing before you woke up? What's the last thing you remember?
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Well, I was just relaxing.
Shell
listening to
game.
the radio. No, of course. I was just listening to the radio. Relaxing. Definitely not on a beach somewhere.
And you hear somebody like sort of sit up next. Oh, by the way, before I do that, can you guys describe what your characters look like?
Oh, hey, there I am. That's me. I look like just a drenched like Japanese street punk. I've got like a wet white t-shirt, black jeans that were already torn before whatever got us on this beach, and this dope ass leather jacket.
And what about you, Fox?
I am in very stark contrast to that, as I am dressed in somewhat traditional looking Fire Nation garb, but it looks to be less official and more casual. You know, got the like knee-high boots and baggy pants and the red and gold color scheme on everything. My hair is kind of pulled back and tied up, shaved on the sides, but kind of long on top. If it wasn't tied up, it would very much be a lazy mohawk. And also in contrast to all the traditional Fire Nation garb and colors, dark colors, red colors, I do have like bright, icy blue eyes.
As the two of you are discussing what's going on, a young woman dressed in like almost like a student's uniform sits down next to the two of you, and she's like, yeah, so I don't want to worry all of you guys, but apparently this is some sort of contest. I heard some of the camera guys talking about it. Do you remember any sort of contest we signed up for? I mean, there was that raffle, but that was for a cruise.
I don't recall signing up for any sort of beach contest.
She kind of like looks down at her uniform. Yeah, me neither. I would have worn something a lot more agreeable with the weather than this.
Do you think these other people might be able to tell us what's going on? They've just kind of been watching us this whole time, and it's kind of aggravating me.
Look, I tried talking to them, and apparently they said that they're not allowed to talk to us, that the big guy would be coming by to give us instructions, but I haven't seen any big guy. I mean, except for the one they buried in the sand. I think he's dead.
They buried somebody.
As you see just like this very large mound of sand, probably about a good 15 feet away from you. Yeah, they just dug a hole and threw him in there and then covered him up. Look, I'm only 17. I don't need to be an accomplice to a murder. Not to mention, nobody's gonna want to hire a scholar that, killed someone.
That's fine. You can be accomplice to much worse.
I'm sorry?
Did you kill someone?
Not that I know
Not lately.
Okay, two very different answers. But if it puts you at ease, I don't think we're going to be the ones doing the murdering here.
And as you say that, a fist shoots up from the sand, like this mound, and just this spurt of fire just erupts into the sky as this massive individual sort of sips up from the sand and just takes a very strained, deep breath, eyes wide, as he's just like looking around, panicked, sand just falling all over him.
I'll say he's fine.
The hell put me in that hole? He's got like a bit of like a bump on his head. Like,
I'm just gonna immediately lie. That guy over there. I just randomly pick one of the cameramen.
So he kind of like looks over at the cameraman. He like slams his fists and he just pulls himself up out of this hole. And this guy is massive. He's probably easily 7 feet tall. Just this wide, muscle-bound individual. Dude looks like maybe in his late 30s, and much like Spiffy's character, he has a sleeveless leather jacket on that just has like spikes like around the shoulders, just like leather pants, pair of boots, and he just starts like stomping over to the cameraman, just like punching his hand like he's about just to like wail on this guy.
As he's doing that, you just watch as Ace takes a very deep breath in through his nose and then out through his mouth, and then suddenly just all of the water on his clothing just steams off of him. And then he takes out a little switchblade comb and starts putting his hair up.
I think I get to my feet and I try and put myself between this cameraman and this giant angry fellow.
He sort of stops and he looks down at you.
How do you expect to get any information if you break him?
Oh, see, I was thinking about breaking him, and then everybody else would tell me what I needed to know, unless they want to get broken too.
Maybe we use our words first. And if those fail us, then we start breaking people.
Words. You wanted. You like one of them talking types?
No, I'm one of those types that likes to get a job done.
All right. I guess breaking him now wouldn't be the right thing. I could break him later.
Right. Go have a seat. Cool down, old man.
None of that old business. I'm only 36.
Could have fooled me.
As you say that, you see that he's getting like a little heated. Kid, you don't even look like you're old enough to drink in one of my bars.
And yet, I could put you right back in that hole you crawled out of.
Is that a challenge?
You won't.
As again, he sort of like hits his, he like just like slams his fist and just like in a show just lets a little bit of like flame jet off of his shoulders. And before you could say anything, a hand comes in between the two of you. Okay, why don't we just back it up? Let's just let the testosterone die down for a bit.
Yeah, don't do this for free. We gotta like take action first.
And like the young woman who's like parting the two of them sort of looks over to you and she's like, "You're not helping."
He never does.
Didn't say I was.
And she's dressed in a very like traditional like green, white, and yellow uniform. Sort of again shoulder length hair. And if it wasn't for like the fan on her hip, she would just look like any other like Earth Nation individual. But she almost has a resemblance to a Kyoshi warrior. Let's just calm down a little bit, okay? Let's not break people or have the two of you come to blows just yet. We're all wet and confused and maybe hungover.
Yeah, all right. Let's at least learn some things first. And I kind of start to walk off again, but I do the eye thing at the big guy as I walk past him.
Then he just kind of like shrugs and he's like, yeah, whatever. He sort of walks off to his head. And as like the two of you separate, just a large fish comes thundering down into the sand as a very large, unmistakably water tribe individual stands there, like standing over this large fish, sort of looks over at the rest of you. Good, you're awake. Who wants to help me gut this?
You know, I left my my gutting knife in my other coat. Sorry.
You pull this out of the water just now?
Yeah, I caught it.
Oh. I mean, are we going to be here long enough to eat this?
Look, I don't know. I woke up, you all were sleeping, I was hungry. I took a swim and got some lunch.
Yeah, all right. I'll start a campfire.
Anyone else?
I mean, I'm not exactly experienced in gutting fish, but suppose I could give it a try if you instruct me.
He's like, well, what you do is, see, you take this knife, and he pulls out just like this. It just looks like it's a rock that he sharpened. And you hear somebody's like, whoa, 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 let's not go into like the cooking phase just yet of the contest. Hi, you guys are a much more lively crew than the other one. Oh, good, he's not dead. I was worried that we were going to have to pay dividends to the family.
Are you responsible for burying that man?
It's kind of, he just does this and pointing to his suit. Do I look like a man who would bury a man?
No, you look like a man who would tell somebody else to bury a man.
See, this kid's got it. Look, sorry, Mr. Big Angry Guy. It's like, the name's Tomak. Don't bury my ass. He goes, yeah, Mr. Tomak, I am deeply sorry. We tried waking you up after you kind of took a boat to the head, but you weren't really responsive, and we wanted to make sure that if you were dead, that we had you under the sand before, well, you started to rot and attracted wild animals. But good, you're not down a teammate. Bonus for you. I'm Baron, producer of this little reality mover that we are in the process of making, and all of you are our wonderful contestants, along with the other team on the camp across the beach.
Okay. So I'm you're one of those fast talking city folks. Like I get along with people like you. What exactly is a reality mover?
Well, you've seen the movers that we put out from time to time. Fantasy stories about grandiose heroes and everything. I thought it best to make a mover about, the common man. And what better place to do that than a contest on the beach? So me and my illustrious crew are going to capture every moment of every day, of every minute of everything that you do on this beach. You're going to be competing in contests, trying to outwit the other team, and end of the day, winners, losers are going to have to vote somebody off of the team. That person goes home, never to see the grand prize.
And what's this grand prize?
Well, that cruise, of course. And a boatload of money.
Right.
How
And
big a boat?
good question.
About rowboat size.
You could fit a lot of money in a rowboat.
Yeah, you could.
But how did we get here exactly?
I would assume in a shittier boat.
Yes, about that. Yeah, you were on a boat, so we put you on smaller boats, and the plan was to get you here nice and dry and lay you out as you slept. But the boat's capsized, and then there was a huge rush to make sure that nobody drowned. We thought that guy died. Yeah, it was just a whole ordeal, and I apologize for that. But You're all awake, you're all alive, which means I don't get fired. Win-win.
That's one way to look at it.
I mean, how would you look at it?
Like we were kidnapped.
No, kidnapped? No, you all boarded the vessel under your own power.
I don't remember doing that.
We left Republic City on a vast Varrick Enterprises yacht, sailed out to the middle of the ocean, and then you all lost consciousness.
I'm not alone in this, right? I don't remember any of that happening.
I remember Republic City. I remember Shell Game, and then I woke up here.
Well, the herbalist did say it may cause a bit of memory loss if it was implied correctly. Well, live and learn.
The what?
Oh, nothing. I was talking to myself. Little mental note.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Perfect. You're all awake, all good. Nobody's dead. Can't express how happy I am with that.
So how does this all work then?
Well,
What are these contests we're doing?
you're awake, the other team's awake, so I think we need to go to the meeting ground, get everybody together so you can size up the competition, and we can go from there.
I don't think we really have any other choice, so we might as well.
You're right, you don't. It's in the contract,
Is,
you all have to play the game.
What contract?
Let me guess. Conveniently, we signed this contract in that memory gap.
No, the contract was on the tickets that you had provided when you got on the ship.
Right.
Wow, that medicine really did do a number on people. Oh. Well, we'll leave that out of the
Okay,
production notes.
you-
Anyway,
You clearly okay. All right. I'm just.
well, let's.
Can I at least get some dry smokes and an aspirin?
Don't have any of those. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is gonna suck for you.
Well,
It'll be fine.
my brave platypus bears, follow me, and we'll get everybody over to the meeting grounds.
What did he call us?
Platypus bears.
As
I am no such thing.
as the young woman who had sat beside you previously, the student, sort of points over to the banner. Apparently, we're the platypus bears.
Oh, team name. I see.
I'm Garnet, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I'm Saya.
Oh yeah. Just call me Ace.
Don't call him that.
Ace? Like,
Yep.
like a playing card?
Yeah, like the of spades. Yeah, you got it.
Your parents named you Ace?
No, he named him Ace.
Oh, it's like a nickname. Cool. The young woman who's sort of dressed like a Kyoshi warrior is like, I'm Toya. The big water tribe dude sort of like, really wanted that fish. Oh well, I'll catch another one. I'm Kelron, by the way.
How do you spell that one?
Kelran.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet everyone, I suppose. I guess we're going to be a team for a while.
And Tomak sort of stands up. He's like rubbing his head. He's like, look, if the kid is asking for aspirin, get some alcohol. And Varen's like, sorry, fresh out of that too.
No, I appreciate the attempt.
I hate it here.
It's not great.
All the more reason for us to come together and get this done so we can get out of here. Or at least start voting people off.
You gotta come up with a scam.
As
Of course.
all of you are being led to the meeting grounds, a assistant comes over to the turtle duck camp. It's like, turtle ducks, Mr. Varen has asked that you follow me to the meeting grounds so you can meet your opponents for this spectacular contest. Right, follow me. She's like, just turns, like, as everybody's just like staring at her, she just turns and starts walking off.
Guess there's something else to do.
The others following.
Yeah. How long has this been, by the way?
This has been maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, I'm still wet then.
Yeah. So as all of you go to this meeting ground, it's like a little bit into the jungle. It's been cleared out. There are little seats for all of you to sit in on like opposite sides of like a central podium. One has the symbol of a platypus bear, the other one has one of a turtle duck. And as you come in, you're each shown to your seats. And this is when the teams first get to see one another.
These are our opponents in this?
And Varen nods
Yeah,
like,
looks
yeah.
like it.
Sure you don't want to balance the teams a bit better?
And the young woman who's got the long brain, she's like, and what the hell is that supposed to mean? But just because you look like you got like two lumbering oafs over there, you think you're just gonna easily take us?
If it's
Are
any
you still
sort of
gonna sit
strength
there and
contest.
let them call you oafs?
Kelron's like, I don't know, I am kind of an oaf.
No.
And Tomok's like, kid, my head hurts too much to even care what somebody's saying.
It's okay, Kiki. They can underestimate us. It's easier to win that way.
Damn, call out denied.
And Kiki's like, yeah, I mean, bigger bodies like that, there are much more vital areas to hit. What?
Just the usual bark louder than their bite kind of situation.
How loudly, how quietly did he say that, I should say?
Well, he wasn't being quiet, he was just being composed.
No, okay. I don't know if I would have heard that from this distance then.
Entirely up to you.
Yeah, the other angry teenager doesn't respond to your taunting.
Show of hands, who here is from Republic City?
Oh.
All right, Ace.
I've
Just the
visited
one
it
boy.
once.
Ace,
Probably
the young lady with the long braid that was sort of talking shit to all of you, you notice that the turtle duck logo on her, like on her shirt and on her pants, of that being a pro bending team.
Beans.
I guess I probably should have raise my hand as well. I'm not from Republic City, but I live there now, so
Yeah.
I would. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so hey man, you see what I'm seeing, right?
I see what you're seeing.
He can't step to that.
Maybe we can find an advantage in one of these contests to take them out first.
Yeah, we kind of need to.
Yes, we do. At the very least, we can hide behind
Do
one
you
of these
wanna-
big boys if we need to.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the games. Do you know which one she is? If she's
Would I recognize her as an individual, or at least recognize any relevant information about her team?
I don't think there is, like, I think this is just something that you would know or you wouldn't know. I don't think there's anything you can roll for this, right?
I don't know.
like
Bring
there would be if she is clearly wearing, like, I would say if she's wearing something indicative of her, but I don't think pro benders, they all wear the exact same color and everything. So unless she's straight up in, even if she's like straight up in uniform, like we wouldn't be able to tell like which one she is unless like her casual stuff is of her nation or her bending style.
You do know that the logo on her uniform is that of the rampaging turtle ducks. If you would like to, you can go ahead and either, I'm going to let you choose how you want to go about this. You can either roll with creativity or focus to see if you can't muster up a name.
I think I'm going to lean into focus on this one, kind of narrowing my gaze on her and trying to scour through my memories of all the pro bending stuff that I've either attended or heard about.
Okay. Just so we know, like, everybody's on the same page, if there is anything that you would like to do that is technically not an attack or anything like that, if you want to recall something, or if you're trying to like discern something from a distance, like creativity and focus could be like the two go-to skills in order to roll with it. Normally I won't tell you what to roll with. You can say I would like to roll with blank in order to discern something, and then I'll just go with what you we'll just go off of what you roll at that point. Sorry, I lost myself for a moment.
Yes.
So
Focus makes the most sense out of anything. Even though
how
I'm not good at it.
I think I know how it works, but just so people that are watching that are not familiar with the system can learn as well. How does rolling work in this game?
So you are going to roll 2d6, and then you are going to apply a plus or minus based off of what you are rolling with. So if I bring up your character sheet, if you were to say roll with focus, you would add a 2 to that 2d6. A 7 plus is a success. A 10 plus is a not necessarily a critical hit, but it's a great success.
I rolled a 7.
7. You don't remember what position she plays on the team, but the name Zaya, it just for some reason rings out to you.
Do I recall at all what type of bender she might be?
Well, that would be the position.
Yeah, that's the position.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Because
It's been a
because
while
a
since
pro
I've
bending
watched
team
it,
is
sorry.
one of each.
Yeah,
It's
fire,
a
water,
fire,
and earth.
water, and earth.
Got it. So I just,
Pro bending was so fucking cool.
Right?
it really is. We might be in trouble with that one.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, hey, at least we got the wave crasher over here and the other brick shit house.
Right. I mean, he literally rose from the dead to be here, so that's got to count for something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope that didn't mess with his head a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think he performs better with or without alcohol? Because he seems real focused on that right now.
I mean, it's one of those things, you wake up and you gotta get a bit of the dog that bit you, right?
No, I don't. But I know you
Okay.
do, so don't take offense by this question, but you don't happen to have a flask hidden away on you somewhere, do you?
No, it was just the comb and my soaking wet pack of smokes.
Well, I keep telling you should stop that anyway, so.
Yeah, I know.
And as all of you are conversing, Varen walks to the center. He's like, welcome, one and all. Platypus bears, turtle ducks. For the next 2 weeks, this island will be your home as you compete in contests and tasks against one another and against each team. Victory will score your team bonuses and privileges, while defeats banes, and the unfortunate task of voting somebody to leave, thus weakening that team's chances for further successes. I must put some ground rules into place here. You are not allowed to attack each other. You are not allowed to sabotage each other's camps. There is a line down the center of this island that you cannot cross. You will be able to see that line as it will be lined with torches. Anybody who crosses that line and starts to commit any sort of trouble will be disqualified. And then possible legal litigation will be levied against you.
All right, there goes plan A.
So, no, go ahead.
Those rules are for outside of the contests, yes?
No, those rules are acted right now. You cannot sabotage each other. You cannot hurt one another. You can't attack one another. Now, if it's a means of a contest, if it's like a bending contest, or you're allowed to interfere in that sense, that will be disclosed during those rules.
I see. Okay.
But for now, everybody play nice. Look, we don't need any lawsuits on our hands, okay? We almost killed a guy. Sorry again, Tomac. No hard feelings. And Tomac just kind of scowls at him. He's like, right, so first contest of, the contest. I'm sure all of you noticed that there were some fancy camp supplies back at your own respective camps. All you need to do, work as a team, get that camp set up. Once the camp is set up, we'll judge your progress. Winning team, and you'll be given provisions. Winning team for this contest will be given extra provisions. with that said, nobody will be voted off tonight after we determine who wins, who loses. It's a free pass. But before we get constructing our camps underway, for probably about 30-45 minutes, we're going to let the two teams mingle with one another. Get to know your competition. Well, I make myself scarce before the very angry big guy who looks like he's gonna rip my face off. Yes, converse amongst yourselves. When you hear the horn, it is time to return to your camps and begin the contest. Yeah,
quick question about the camp contest.
He's kind of like caught in mid stride as he's like looking over at you. Yes.
Is the winning team the first one done, or the one with the best camp?
Oh, the best camp.
Understood.
And it's like as he says that, he continues his stride and like pretty much runs out of the area. And before
I'm presuming there's a fire pit.
There is a fire pit and it is lit.
Cheese is gonna go sit near the fire pit where he's close enough to get the heat, and he's gonna like just dry off next to the fire pit.
So as Varen leaves the area, we are gonna go ahead and take a quick break here so we can get up, freshen our drinks and all that stuff, and we will be right back.
Yeah.
And we're back. Helps if I unmute. We are back.
Oh, hi.
So,
Hello. So before any of the contest shenanigans are underway, Varen has allowed both teams to converse with one another if they'd so like, get to know each other, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to open the floor to all of you to reach out to one another or talk with one of the other contestants that aren't being played by any of you.
I mean, with enemies, we don't talk to them. I'm kidding.
Wow, you marked him as an enemy real fast.
It's not very earth or airbender of you.
I'm in the other team. I'm kidding. Jesus, I can't make a joke in this house.
No, you can't.
Clearly.
Fun is not allowed.
And that's not very airbender of you, Rojan.
The fuck said I was an airbender?
Just saying.
I think I am
Because you
just
can't bend insulin.
going.
Wow.
Ouch.
Red card.
Rock falls, Spiffy's character
Red
dies.
card.
Damn.
Bam.
Red card.
Hit below the belt there.
I'm gonna walk right up to Zaya
Okay.
and just kind of hold my hand out to them for a handshake.
And as you hold your hand out, she sort of just like gives you like a quick high five.
You're a pro bender, right? I'm not mistaken in that assumption.
Yep. 3 years running with the rampaging turtle ducks.
I think I may have caught one or two of your games live.
Oh yeah? You like bending? Or pro bending, I should say. You like bending? That's such a stupid question. Come on, Zaya.
Some people don't. I mean, those people are objectively wrong, but some people don't.
Right? Like, bending's great. Pro bending's the best.
It's impressive to meet someone of your caliber. I'm sorry that we're going to have to crush you, but it's impressive nonetheless.
Ah. See, now there's the chirping I'm used to. You sure you don't play for anyone?
Are you offering?
I mean, hey, we have open tryouts in, I think, a couple weeks.
Oh, I didn't actually know you held open tryouts.
Well, yeah, how do you think we get, our teams together? We don't just randomly grab people off the street.
Admittedly, I've never really looked into it, but that could be fun.
Yeah, we usually post them around, tryout calls, or us and the rest of the teams post tryout calls for alternates and the like, or if they're looking for somebody to fill a spot. I usually post them around the gyms around Republic City.
I'll have to look into that. After we defeat you here.
I'm judging from the get up your firebender.
Is it that obvious?
It's the red.
Usually gives it away. I don't want to boast in front of the rest of your team or anything, but feeling pretty confident.
I'm gonna have to look out for you on the field then. Firebending and waterbending always make an interesting clash.
That they do.
And as she says waterbending, it sort of clicks in your head that she is probably one of the most aggressive people in the pro bending circuit right now. She currently holds like the record for multiple hat trick knockouts in succession in matches.
Yeah, and as soon as she does say water bending, Saya's eyebrow twitches ever so slightly as she does everything within her power to refrain from letting the sheer panic inside of her show on her face.
So yeah, actually our firebender this year is sort of going into retirement afterwards. So, you know, we're looking to pick somebody up.
All the more reason for me to show up. Well, thank you for that information. I'll do my best to impress.
Hey, and if you do end up, you know, kicking our ass, that's, you know, something that I can put forward to the manager. Anybody who could put me in my place is definitely deserving a spot on the team.
Well, in that case, hopefully we have the opportunity to have a little head-to-head here in one of these contests.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we will. That Varen guy kind of strikes me as somebody who's going to turn this thing into an entire blood sport by the time we're done.
Yeah, it is all feeling a little bit shady.
Right?
But then what isn't in Republic City?
No, but seriously, did they need to knock us out?
I get the feeling that they didn't mean to.
It could have fooled me.
Or, at the very least, they didn't mean to as hard as they did.
Yeah, he also strikes me as somebody who's extremely stupid.
This big guy over here on our team, we all thought he was dead when we woke up. Like, the crew did too. They buried him and everything.
They buried him?
And then he rose from the grave.
Oh, shit. You guys got a zombie on your team.
He's going to be tough to beat.
That is a bit terrifying. I'll have to warn the rest of the team that you guys are now employing the undead.
It was crazy when he got up. I've never seen earthbending like that before. He just blew that grave wide open.
He does look like he's an earthbender. I mean, they're usually very easy to tag if they ain't a cop. You know, big bulky individuals. I mean, just kind of weird for an earthbender, but hey.
Well, half the people here are, aren't they?
She kind of looks around. She's like, yeah. I mean, we got a, she points over, she points over to Asden. She's like, we got a kid that looks like he just came from like chi blocking nationals.
Now that you mention it, kind of does, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what he is. I mean, he wasn't really a fan of any of like, wasn't a fan of like the one of our guys when they started bending, so like grumbled under his breath about benders. So maybe we've got a chi block on our team. Not sure.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I should probably get to know the rest of my teammates, but
yeah.
We'll see you out there.
Mm-hmm. She kind of gives you like another high five before wandering off.
I go to rejoin my team.
I would have Yasuka walk up to the shipbrick house not airbender, wow, earthbender on the opponent team.
Okay. The one that's like in the leather jacket and everything?
Yeah, the guy who blew his own grave open.
Yeah.
And I'd have him walk up to the guy and just sort of like stand in front of him, look him up and down, have a grin on our face, and just nod with a you know, like the typical like, yep.
And he's kind of like just like sitting down. He's sort of like has got a couple fingers like pressed against this very, very visible bump on his forehead, and he just kind of gives you like just like the sup nod. Help you, Slim?
No, I'd offer you a drink. And then he'll pick up his gourd and show that it's completely fucking empty, except for a little bit of salt water popping out of it. But mine also seems to be empty.
You're suffering from that curse too.
He nods, points at his own head.
I mean, if we were back in Caldera City, could have gone into any one of the bars I bounced for, and we could have had a grand old time and not catch a boat to the face.
Maybe something to keep in mind for after this clown show.
Clown show's putting it nicely. I still want to break that Varian weasel.
Yasuka's gonna nod.
Who does he
Go
think
ahead.
he is, knocking us out and dropping us on a beach and burying me?
Yasuka's gonna kind of shrug a little, and he's gonna look back and, and kind of just like lean in and just kind of whisper to the guy. Who knows? Maybe before this is over, we'll have a chance to do just that.
Oh, I'm gonna singe him no matter what. Stray fire blast or something, just oops.
Oh, you firebend.
Oh, very much so.
That's awesome.
Take it you're very obviously from the one of the air tribes.
Yep. Out of the monastery for a while, though. Not really interested in the whole, well,
Peace.
he points at his hair. You can see that this has had time to grow back since I've left.
Hey, I don't judge. Okay, yes, I do judge. It's part of my job, but I'm not judging anyone right now.
You know what it is? Grudges that need to be settled. Then maybe I'll cut it back off, but not until then.
Yeah. Look, if I find any alcohol, I'll be sure to let you know. I think everybody here can use a very, very stiff drink.
He nods again. Tell you what, maybe before this is over, I'll manage to ferment a little bit of that coconut water, and who knows, maybe you can make some form of booze out of it.
Heck, I'm down for beach moonshine.
I'll let you know if it works.
Please do not conduct an Agni Kai on the beach.
No guy on the beach. Down, boy, down.
I'm reading chat.
Right?
Little do you know that's how you guys vote somebody out, is the Agni Kai.
Right?
Beyond the table, thank you for that raid.
Well, I better get back to my team, but
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wish I was a little bit more talkative, but I caught a boat to the head.
all good. Pounding headache. I get it. Same.
Understatement.
I'll let you know about the whole beach moonshine stuff and how it goes. Take
Yeah.
care, man.
You too.
Walks away.
Boat to the knee. Is anybody else going to converse with each other or any of the other contestants?
You want the angry, socially awkward teenager to start a conversation? No, thank you.
Well,
I remember 16.
I ain't talking to nobody.
all right, I guess it's my turn to be a piece of shit then. So Ace is going to just talk exceptionally loudly. So, hey, Sire. Say, doesn't it smell like moo sow over here? I'm just glaring at the fucking cop on the other team.
Is he like,
sure does smell like bacon all of a sudden.
is he like stops his conversation with Geeky and he looks over. Ace?
So
Oh no.
You know, I thought I would be able to get away from work from this, but I guess I'm being punished somehow.
Yeah, the divine punishment. I'm right here, and you can't do a goddamn thing about it. Remember, no touching the other team.
Yeah, for now.
The
Yeah, for now.
Yasuka's gonna look at the cop and he's gonna go, seems like a loud puppy followed you home again, huh?
Unfortunately, this one is a bit of a loudmouth and a bit of a troublemaker and low end criminal. You catch my drift.
He nods.
Oh, and
Oh, come on, kid. You aren't up there in any of the organizations or anything like that. You're a street level punk and you know it.
Catch and release levels.
I am an exceptional street level punk. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it.
Still running those low tier shell games?
Hey, you gotta pay rent somehow, right?
Right, because I forget
Low risk, decent reward.
you're allergic to working an honest job.
Yeah, well, I can't really do the power plant thing. No lightning.
Well, I guess you get a free pass until we get back to the city. And then maybe
Yeah.
I'll pay you a visit.
Yeah, you gotta find something to pin on me first.
Knowing you, Ace, there is a mountain of evidence waiting for me back home.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Who knows? Maybe I cleaned up my act. You never know.
See, he looks over to you, Fox. Sai, has he cleaned up his act?
Well, he's still
Plead
walking
fifth.
free.
Well, that ain't cleaning up his act, is it?
Well, he's still walking free.
That's what I thought. Kid, just please don't run into any of your scams while we're here. Look, I don't know
Oh,
where
it's way too late for that.
I don't know where we're at. I don't know what international laws you're going to break. And I can't save you for anything. I got no jurisdiction out here, as you've said.
That's fine.
Right.
Hey, it'll be good. It'll be God, it'll be good moving pictures.
As he sort of like goes a little pale as he's like looking at you and like a little bit behind you. Yuka, was it?
Yeah.
Would that be Muffin that you were talking about?
Look where he's pointing.
And you just see this enormous like saber-toothed moose lion sort of like walking out of like the tree line into the small like canopy that's been built.
Do I recognize this moose lion?
Oh, it is most definitely Muffin.
I was getting worried about him. Didn't want to meet anything that he wasn't supposed to.
And like he sort of looks around and he notices you and he kind of like just instinctively shoves past Saya as this just like a monstrous tank of a beast walks by you.
And Yuka is going to reach up and give it the best scritches all over its face.
And as you reach up and you like scritch its face, it acts like a complete baby to your touch.
What's going on? Where'd that creature come from?
Meet our last teammate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently it's Yuka's pet.
you'll be fine. Just watch your hair. He tends to nibble hair.
Oh, we don't have to fight that creature, do we? Like, no vicious animals allowed in the contests?
He just kind of shrugs. He got on the boat with me.
I mean, hey, they already got a moose sow. You might as well have a moose lion.
Why do I feel like you're gonna get arrested once this is all over? Again?
All we gotta do is vote the cop out first, and then, we got a 2-week plead. It's fine.
Not a
to
bad
win
plan,
the match
actually.
first.
All right. So unless anybody wants to converse with anyone else, I will go ahead and say that the horn sounds calling all of you back to your respective camps.
Head back over there. Quickly head back over there. Sooner we get started, the better.
Yeah, I think I was about to start a campfire, and we had a fish to cook. So, we got that going for us.
As you get back, Kelran's like, "The hell's my fish?" And one of the crew that stayed behind the camp is like, "Oh, sorry there, sir. A very large creature just wandered through and sort of picked it up. We couldn't really stop it. Well, okay, we didn't want to stop it. It looked a little scary."
Oh my god, it was just a moose
Fucking
lion, you
muffin.
cowards.
Well, all right. Well, I guess I can go catch more. I did want to swim again.
Doesn't that technically count as tampering with the other team's camp? Shouldn't they be docked points for that?
Mm.
Useful.
Look, I'm participating in this contest too. I'm not the rules guy.
I mean, the
I think
crew
he was talking
is
to the rules guy.
welcome to chime in. All these people we're surrounded with that know the rules better than the rest of us.
Sorry, miss, we don't know any of the rules. We're just the camera team. Mr. Varen didn't really tell
Useful.
us much. If you want any rules information, you're gonna have to talk to him. And if you want to talk to him, we're gonna have to radio him because he's back on the yacht.
Oh, he's relaxing on a yacht while we're fighting for survival.
Well,
Yeah, that tracks.
you're in the contest. He's not. He's just the producer. Look, I don't know how it works. I just get paid to stand here and make sure that we capture everything you do in frame.
I see. Well, we better get started on this camp. I'm sorry, Garnet, was it? What is your speciality? What can you do?
Well, I'm studying to be a botanist.
I mean, I suppose that could be useful. Maybe not so much in setting up a camp, but in the future.
I have an idea. Can you look around here and find something for the headaches that I'm assuming all of us have?
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Cool.
Yeah, well, you guys make the camp. I'll go out into the, not far out, but I'll go into like the jungle, see if I can't muster anything up to, help with the headaches and everything. That's a good idea. Must have been my headache. I didn't think of that.
That is a good idea. I'm a little bit surprised.
Don't be too surprised. Excuse you.
Excuse you. And Garnet will make
Anyway,
herself
I'm gonna start working on
scarce
that. Yeah. I'm gonna start working on that fire for us.
Okay. So
I start to just make a pit in the sand, basically.
So the way this is going to work is everybody who is here, players, are going to make rolls to see how well they succeed in whatever task they think would be good to help build the camp. So I'm going to just, I'm not even going to go around in an order. I'm just going to ask for a volunteer to start off with. The way this is going to work is you are going to describe the task that you are working with, and then what one of your skills you're going to use for this. This could be rolling with creativity, focus, harmony, or passion. I would almost suggest rolling with creativity, as you know, this is working to try to better your camp, but at the same time, I'm not going to dictate what you roll with.
Okay.
That will be onto you as to describe how you feel rolling with a certain stat would play into your creation of this camp.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, what is? So we've got like the stuff that the crew left. We've got various like plants and trees and shit. Is there any, I don't know, wreckage from any of the boats that we were like fucking shipwrecked on or anything?
Funny enough, there are wreckage. You can see a couple wrecked boats along like the beach line that sort of just like been pulled off and tossed to the side. When you see these boats, it's honestly an amazement that none of you drowned out at sea with how poorly they're put together. It looks like they were put together with like secondhand wood that was not sealed in any way, shape, or form, and just looks like it fell apart due to the ocean water.
All right. All right, I have an idea for my thing then.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll from there.
Okay, so first, just like explain what you're gonna do and everything like that, and then we'll go with the roll.
All right, so I'm in charge of making the campfire. First, I'm gonna kind of like dig out a pit in the sand. Then I'm just gonna grab some loose wood from the wrecked dinghies. Put that down at the bottom, and then put some palm fronds on top. And then I'm just gonna bend some fire at it.
Okay. And which one of your stats would you like to use for this?
This is probably gonna be creativity.
Okay.
I feel like.
All right, so you are aiming for a 7+ to succeed.
All right. I got a 10.
A 10. Nice. So 10+ means that it is a great success. So not only are you able to create this fire pit, but it looks like this is going to be able to not only provide a source of heat and a means to cook your food, but at the same time, it's going to be able to withstand the elements that has been so expertly dug and crafted.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else want to go next in regards to what they are doing for their camp? For
Whenever ready, yes.
For the platypus bears, Garnet is already going off to procure something to deal with your guys' headaches. Kelron has taken it upon himself to go hunting in the ocean. And that leaves Tomac and Toya in the camp, and they're working on their own projects.
I do have a thing, but Tilt, you spoke up first, so feel free to go for it.
Yeah, sure. If you guys are okay with that.
Mhm.
For our team, I think I'd like to get started on shelter, if anything, because that's, I think, something I would be able to contribute to a little bit more than fire or any of that stuff. That's really not my department.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do here, since again we have that move that can actually cut through wood and stone, I'd like to actually cut down a few of those trees that we have nearby, or any, like the palm trees or any other tree really that we have nearby, and make some actual things that we can use to build shelter with.
Okay. Just to let you know, you do have the materials and everything available to you to make like a campsite. That's been provided to you. If you want to go above and beyond and cut down a couple trees, that is perfectly fine. The crew looks at you a little hesitantly, but they're not going to stop you.
The reason I'd like to do that is because building a camp in the sand on the beach is a really bad idea. You're going to have insects crawling up your all night, if that makes any sense. Especially if you got like sand ants or anything like that. You do not want to sleep on the ground. So even if only to just build a platform that we can set our tents or our camp or whatever on, just to not have, again, sand ants or sand fleas or whatever, just
totally
having a real nice night with you, like hell no.
Sure.
So we're definitely building something to improve rather than just, hey, let's build a tent on the ground on the sand and get screwed.
Okay. And how would you like to roll with this?
Well, it's entirely up to you. I have two options here. We can just, here, let me pull it up. I have it right here. If you want me to roll what I would roll for Gale Slice, I can do that. If not, I'll tell you actually what I wish would be rolling for that. It rolls off of, I think it's written here. If I click on it, does it tell me what I'm using to roll for it?
Gale Slice.
It's an advance and attack thing.
You
so
don't have to use Gale Slice because that is for things like combat and the like. This is
gotcha.
Out of combat sort of things. So it would normally your out of combat things would be as to like, normally, as I say, is like assess the situation, guide and comfort, intimidate, plead, push your luck, rely on your skills of training, and trick.
Okay, because it works like Smash basically when you're not hitting a person with it. But yeah, sure, we can do that too instead. But
in this sense, I was just saying that you guys can use your, because this is going to be like mild tasks for any one of you to be able to complete. That it would just be rolling with creativity, focus, harmony, passion, based whatever on what you feel.
Okay. I guess, yeah, we're trying to build something, so I guess just flat out off of creativity, I guess.
Sure.
With the old 2d6.
The old 2d6.
First one's a 6. Second one's a 5.
And then you add your creativity on top of that.
Which is a flat 0, so that's just an 11.
0. Perfect. Again, another great success there. So you find a couple like premier trees that would definitely get you enough wood to be able to build a small platform to be able to construct your team's tent over. Again, providing them comfort and not really having to deal with any of like the insects or any sort of other wildlife that is in the sand. So as you cut these trees down and bring them back, Pamar, the officer that that Ace was antagonizing helps you set this up. And as he does, he uses his metal bending to pull the nails out of a couple of like the discarded boats that are over on your side and use them to reinforce the platform itself.
And yeah, as he does that, we're gonna actually look at him, not appreciatingly, and say, amazing. We should probably, as soon as possible, construct a cabin on this. If there's a storm, those tents are not gonna hold up.
Look, I've never lived on the beach. I don't know anything about storms. I'm a city boy, so you know what? I'll take your word for it.
He nods and he says, yeah, well, air nomad, right? Used
Hey.
to kind of having to survive out in the wildlife.
Look, if it means that I'm not going to get swept up in a hurricane or anything, I'll listen to whatever you got to say.
Yeah, Yasuka will nod. Yeah, well, I don't know everything about everything, but this is, yeah, sort of my jam. So we need fire and we need reinforced camp as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, a little bit on the security side of things, but we can get that taken care of after we get the basic camp set up.
Palisade would be nice eventually.
Okay, so as the platform is being built, does anyone else want to step in here? All right, Az, what do
Go
you
for
got?
it, Ezrin.
I see like people, you know, going for wreckage and stuff, and you know, the old guy trying to build sort of platform. Also being someone who like lives, kind of sort of in the streets. I want to search for, since there's boat wreckage, I want to try and find sails, rigging, stuff like that. I want to try and rig up like a hammock or a couple hammocks, because he's looking like he wants to get off the ground, which is like a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and most definitely begin construction on like some sort of hammocks or some sort of bedding for the camp.
I'm gonna roll with focus.
Okay.
Okay, +1. That's a 7. So that's a hit.
That is a success. So yeah, surprisingly enough, searching the wreckage, for some reason they had sails in these rowboats. Not entirely sure why. You know, normally rowboats aren't gonna have a mast or anything to rig sails to. Quite obvious whoever procured these boats doesn't know how boats work. But you are able to find, you know, a bit of sails to, you know, rig up for people to use as beds. There's not enough for everyone, but at the same time, 2 or 3 people at a time can be resting in them.
Are you bringing those back to the platform area, Az?
If there's not enough to make hammocks and just to make like, you know, like floor bedding, I would bring it back to wherever you're building your platform.
Well, either way, when you bring back fabric, regardless of what we end up making with it, Yasuka will definitely like look up at you and just nod appreciatingly and just go, "Oh, good thinking."
Yeah, cold nights suck ass.
He nods back.
Ox, do you want to go or shall I?
I'll go ahead. So I can tell that Tilt has spent a number of nights outdoors because we had the same idea here with shelters. That tent will only get you so far. But instead of building a platform, I'm going to kind of walk off the beach until it turns from sand to dirt. And then I'm going to use a bit of fire bending here to basically scorch the ground in an area to clear out space for our shelter to be built. So there's no like moisture or anything that's going to be underneath it. And then I'm going to collect as much timber or scrap from the boats as I can, and again use fire bending to char the outside of that wood to make it weather resistant, and use it to build like a lean-to that our tent is going to be constructed underneath, just to give it a little bit of protection from the elements.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that roll. What are you rolling with?
I'm thinking focus, because I feel like because Saya has spent a little bit of time in the Fire Nation military, that wilderness survival is probably a thing that they make all of their initiates go through. So that's what she's leaning on rather than creatively coming up with the solution.
Sure.
And that is a decent roll. And because I have 2 points in focus, that's a +1 to the focus roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that will be a total of 10.
Okay, another great success. So your training that you recall upon, comes in clutch in this situation, as you are able to sort of give your camp a bit more protection from the elements. And as you are setting everything up, and you can see Ace has constructed this magnificent fire pit. Sorry.
He's just dancing around it.
Yeah. You see that Toya has sort of constructed a bit of a perimeter fencing around the camp itself, giving you a bit of more defense from any of like the wild animals or anything of the sort. Sort of just taking a bit of the wood and like spare wood and stray wood and leaves and everything, just constructing like a makeshift fence. Gilly.
Yeah. Well, seeing how people have the shelter and bedding taken care of, you guys spent a long time living with Muffin, and she understands very well how well Muffin and other wildlife gets into food. So she wants to start constructing kind of if there's anything, she can make a kind of a flatter platform that she can then attach ropes to pull it up into trees to get food up off the ground and into the tree line, away from wild animals that might eat it.
Good idea.
She would like to create a place for us to store food safely.
Okay. And how would you like to go about that?
Probably also using creativity, just feels right.
Sure.
So, yeah. We're gonna roll at 10 with a +0.
A 10, you say?
Yes.
And you've been out in the wild off and on, and even having to deal with somebody like Muffin, you've gotten pretty good at securing your food from larger wildlife. And you're able to construct like a small storage, like not storage unit, but a small pieces of storage hanging from the trees, making sure that whatever food you put in there isn't really going to be easily obtained by wildlife or obtained at all. You've even set it up high enough to where Muffin will not be able to just help himself.
Yeah. I feel like she stood on Muffin's back just to make sure it's above him.
You kind of like Muffin kind of gives you like a very annoyed look because he knows what you're doing.
Find you plenty of food too. This is for us.
Okay. So, as everyone begins to do this, for the turtle ducks, you've noticed that Geeky has sort of, you don't know how, but crafted a small cooking station in order to prepare food and to cook it more than just over an open fire with meat on a stick. It definitely shows that she has some sort of expertise in at least some form of food prep. And surprisingly enough, Zaya has found a supply of clean water for everyone. On the platypus bear side, Kelron has proven himself to be a fairly decent fisherman, as he's definitely brought in a bounty of fish as he's gone back out there. So even if you were to not win this contest, you're not going to be hurting for food. Garnet does come back with a couple medicinal plants that she was able to discover, and she begins to whip up a remedy for everybody's headache. You don't see Tomok for most of this until you see him walking back into the camp, rather annoyed with what looks to be a torn shirt in his hands.
What did you get up to?
Look, I wasn't looking to get in anything. I was actually wandering around, see if I couldn't, couldn't spice up the defenses around here a bit. And then I came across the individual wearing this. As he just holds up like what looks to be like an old, dirty, ragged shirt.
And what happened to that individual?
A little rat got away. Like the moment I grabbed that shirt, he slipped out of it and took off deeper into the jungle.
Wait, deeper into the jungle? Was it not somebody from the other team?
Nobody that was at the meet and greet. Look, I think this Varrick guy is playing games with us, and he's got people out in the jungle messing with us. So I suggest we keep watch. Make sure that nobody starts coming in and messing with us when we're not expecting it.
That's probably a good idea. And if they're not deliberately messing with us, well, he's already proven himself to be a bit incompetent, as we saw with the boats that we've made our shelters out of. So he may not have known that there are people here, which is kind of worse.
Wait, so you think there are people who actually live on this island?
I mean, there might be one at the very least. How old was this person?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
20s, 30s. Really thin, I can tell you that. Covered in dirt. Smelled something awful.
Another shipwreck, maybe. Maybe they've been here for a while.
Oh, let's not think about that.
Well, surely the crew will catch sight of him if he's skulking around. Whether they inform us or not is a different story, but at least we know to keep an eye out.
Yeah. Keep an eye out.
So, while you were out there, did you actually do anything about our defenses, or?
Oh, yeah. No. Look, I went chasing after the slippery guy. I wanted answers. I didn't want any of us, to mistakenly disappear or anything throughout the night.
Well, surely the discovery of potential wild men on the island counts as a defensible action for the construction of our camp, maybe.
Hell, I'd argue that. Because of me, that he didn't get into camp and ruin things.
That's true. Hopefully the whoever is keeping charge of the scoring or judging the camps will keep that in mind as well.
Right. So, when is the judging?
They did not tell us. So I think I'm just going to keep working until they tell us to stop.
Look, I really hate that guy.
I would like to see you get a hit or two in on him.
Oh, trust me, there's going to be more than hits thrown at him.
Oh, actually, speaking of, I did plant a little bit of a misdirection in the other team.
Oh?
While we were conversing with them. They, or at least some of them, might be under the impression that you are an earthbender.
Oh.
So, what'd you do?
I don't want to rain on your parade, but I sort of told the airbending guy that I was a firebender, and that I was from Caldera City. So, I'm sorry. I didn't know that we were trying to make me look like an earthbender.
Well, there goes my misdirection, and now the pro bender on their team also knows that I outright lied to her.
I mean, what did you tell her?
Well, that you were an earthbender, that when you rose from the grave, you used bending to shunt the earth away. I thought maybe if we could have them prepare to face an earthbender and then, surprise, here's 3 firebenders instead, that it would throw them off their game.
Well, I mean, technically you didn't lie. I did use bending to free myself. It just wasn't earthbending.
Well, yes, but I did very plainly say that it was earthbending. Some of the best I've ever seen. So, there's that.
Okay.
Also,
what if I do this? What if I just go into the jungle, just get a bunch of rocks, put them in my pocket, and just start throwing them at people? That's what earthbending is, right?
basically,
Just a bunch of throwing rocks.
I mean, it never hurts to be prepared. Also, again, they do have a pro bender on their team, a water bender at that. So that's something for us to keep an eye on.
Well, if there's anything we can do, well, if they put us 1-to-1 in a contest, we are on a beach. Kick sand in their face. Can't bend if you can't see. Well, you can't bend well if you can't see.
I suppose that's true. I'll keep that one in my back pocket just in case.
My cat slowly making her way into the room. And as the two of you are having this conversation, about half hour goes by and another horn blows as the assistants in both camps like, okay, everyone, we need to have everybody gather back up at the meeting points. Judging is going to be handled and the winner will be announced soon.
Wrap up what I'm doing and yes, reconvene with the rest of the team.
He's just absolutely just still dancing around the fire. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
So as you all are brought back and you take your seats around just like the little meeting area. Thank you for posting that and not getting us DMCA'd. A bit of time passes by. All of you sort of just like in conversations with yourself. But Varen doesn't make himself known. A couple of the assistants are like looking around. You could see the worried looks on their faces as he definitely should have been here.
We're gonna lean into our teammates and go, seems like there's a production problem.
You don't say.
Well, with how this has gone so far, it's not really surprising.
Pomar is like, what is the over under that he just abandoned us here and made off with all the money himself?
He's
It
the
was
leader of
money.
he's the leader of a multinational. Why would he make off
Okay,
with his own money?
let's be fair. He isn't a leader of anything. He's a producer.
Isn't Varrick Industry an actual thing?
Varrick Industry is.
Oh, sorry, Varrick Industry, yeah.
Varen is an employee of Varrick Industries.
Oh, my bad. There we go. Well, if he's on a yacht, what are the odds of the yacht capsized?
I don't know. If anything, the luxury liners are something that the industry does tend to make better than their normal boats, I guess.
If these other boats are any indicator.
Can I see if there's a big ass boat like within horizon sight?
Where you are at now, no. Because you are a little bit into the jungle. Though when you were on the beach, everyone just saw a very large eyesore of a yacht out in the ocean. So he isn't necessarily too far from the island itself.
Yeah, I'm like, well, if he's on some big obnoxious boat, I mean, there's a big obnoxious boat off the shore. Maybe he just got drunk and passed out.
As you say that,
Yeah, I imagine.
as you say that, you hear one of the aides go, "Oh, I hope he did not drink. You know, Mr. Varen cannot handle his alcohol."
Have you guys sent someone to check on him?
We've been trying to radio back to the yacht, but none of the crew is responding.
Has anyone traveled back to the yacht to see physically what's happening?
Now, see, that would be a wonderful idea, but how to say, we're not allowed to leave the island as long as the contest is going on. We have to maintain and assist all of you.
What if we leave the island?
Oh, no, you are not allowed to leave the island. Leaving the island would get all of us fired.
So how do you check on the people in the yacht if they won't respond?
What's
the backup plan?
We have radio equipment, and if they don't respond within a week, we enact what is known as a Varrick protocol, and we send out distress signals, and hopefully somebody in the Fire Nation Navy or Republic City or a passing vessel may pick us up.
We got over a week if he doesn't show up.
Unfortunately, that is the law. Yes.
So the only thing you have is
As
technology that can go wrong.
As you hear Pomar groan, he's like, the damn protocol.
Tell me
So
you guys have no plan B.
took the words out of my mouth.
Unfortunately, no. There is no plan B. There was just plan A.
Seems like for now, surviving is even more of an imperative than it's been up until this point.
Yes. So I'm going to make an executive decision here. I mean, I'm not an executive, but I am the head assistant, if you will. I'm going to order that both teams be given maximum supplies, just in case the situation has arose and we need to survive here for a week. If that happens, we will promptly stop the contest, and we will band together and try to survive until we are rescued.
Unless we can escape from Varrick Island.
I'm not
Get the
ending it
fridge
there.
out of here. No,
Is-
get out.
Yeah,
get
someone
out.
had to do it.
Nope.
Is there like
Rojan.
is they like
+1 for the.
they
for
kind of like
falls.
look over at you? It's like Varrick
Kicked,
Island.
And
Sir, this isn't Varrick Island.
Yeah. Okay. There's a good starting point. Where are we then?
You're gonna hate this. We don't know.
And I'm again failing to see the point of why can't someone go check on the yacht?
We were given direct orders not to go on the yacht or let anyone on the yacht. I mean, Mr. Varen's personal assistant could be there, but last I checked, they were on the yacht as well.
So orders from someone who's not here, whose life may be in danger.
If their life is in danger, that is none of our concern. We were told never to leave the island. That Mr. Varen's safety was already taken care of by other individuals, and we were to maintain a presence here to help all of you out.
You can see Yuka is having a real hard time wrapping her head around all of this.
Not to mention, we don't have any boats to go out to there anyway. The only boat was taken by Mr. Varen when he returned to the yacht.
There's other methods of transportation on the water.
There is? Well, I mean, I guess if you are a bender, yes, that would, help, but well, not all of us on the crew are, and very few of us are water benders.
So you all don't know exactly where we are, but is there anything about this island that you do know?
It's in the middle of the ocean.
Thanks for that.
Look, we weren't really given much information as to where we were going or who was doing what. We were intentionally kept in the dark. I think that was because Mr. Varen had like a grand finale plan that he didn't want spoiled. So, we were told, hush, hush, and we keep our jobs.
Right. Well, I suppose in the spirit of everyone keeping their jobs and their lives, I kind of glance over at Tomak and then back at everyone. We may not be alone on this island.
Huh?
What do you mean not alone?
While we were setting up our camp, Tomak was investigating the immediate area, let's say, and happened across an individual that seemed wild.
So when he says that, I'm gonna turn back to the cop, and I'm gonna say, "Remember when I said about getting a palisade up around the camp?
Yep.
That just took priority."
Okay. I'm gonna and Pomar stands up. He's like, just like going into cop mode. All right, I'm gonna need all of the information that you have in regards to this individual and what they look like, height, weight. Were they a bender? Were they not a bender? And Tomak is like, look, a little scrawny guy, smelt like trash, old ragged clothes, really quick though. Don't know if they were a bender. They didn't really bend at me. Right. So we have a dirty, trash smelling individual with no shirt.
That sounds about right. It sounds to me kind of like perhaps a shipwreck victim. And if that's the case, then they could probably do with our help.
Agreed.
Probably investigate further in the direction in which they ran.
All right. He sort of like adjusts himself. I'm gonna see. Walks over to the assistant. Until your boss makes himself known, I am taking over here on this island. He kind of like looks over at Ace, like giving like a visible eye nod. Not in that way, Ace. Just in a means to, we need to establish a bit of security around here for all of us. We have individuals running around snooping at us. Not the greatest thing. We're sort of shipwrecked. So here's what I'm proposing. We say screw these rules. We band together already. Make two camps one. Some of us head into the jungle, see if we can't locate that individual. If our waterbenders would wish to go out to the yacht and see if they can't find anything, I don't see why we couldn't.
Survival will be easier together. And there was rules against interfering with each other, but they didn't tell us any rules against cooperating with each other.
They didn't. As long as we don't interfere with one another, we're not breaking the rules. And we're not technically helping one another with contests.
Yeah, because there's no one here to announce the contest.
Then we should be fine. Okay, so here's what I'm proposing. We split into 3 teams. Team 1 goes in the jungle, looks for that individual. Team 2 heads out to the yacht, see if they can't find this weasel. Team 3 procure as much supplies as possible, make 2 camps 1. And so what I'm going to, if like all of you are in agreement to this, I'm going to ask who wants to be on which team. Team 1's going into the jungle to look for this dirty shirtless guy. Team 2 will be going out to the yacht itself, and Team 3 will be making a camp.
I'm happy to go into the jungle. I think that's probably the best place for me.
Okay.
It was Yuka's idea to go to the yacht, so I feel a little obligated to go that direction.
Okay.
I'll actually keep working on the camp. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm good in a fight, but if we get outmaneuvered, having a fallback option is not a bad one, and I want to fence this place out and make sure we have maybe some form of a tower or something so we can look around.
Right. Azarin, Spiffy, you guys have any interest on where to go?
Fire starter, start another fire.
I'm taking that's camp.
Yeah.
And what about Azarin? Where would you like your character to go?
I'm gonna go near the campfire.
You're gonna do the campfire. You're gonna do camp too. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I'm still wet. I've done beach camping at night. You stay wet for a while.
Alrighty. So in that sense, Zaya will definitely go with Yuka to the yacht, 'cause she is also a waterbender. So that's pretty much gonna be the two of you. Because nobody else is a waterbender. You got two waterbenders on this beach. Tomok and Pomar are definitely going into the jungle with you, Saya, in order to check things out. Funny enough, Geeky also volunteers to go into the jungle. And then Garnet, Toya, and Kelron, Kelron are going to work at the camp as well.
I'm sure we could make something out of this.
Yep. And Garnet's like, oh, just to let everybody know, I found a ton of wonderful medicinal plants inside the jungle. I was able to cook up a bit of a headache cure for our team. If you guys would like some, I can cook that up for you as well. That way, we're all operating at sort of 100%.
Would be great. I'll have Muffin stay behind at the camp too, just to add a layer of persuasion not to approach.
Probably a good idea. All right. Kamara looks around. All right, I think we got our team situated. Team 1 with me. Let's go see if we can't find out where this individual is at. Team 2, have fun in the water. Team 3, look forward to seeing what you can build. And just like with an air of authority, he sort of just begins to walk out of the meeting area. Tomok quickly in step with him.
Really hope they come back.
I think as I also head in the direction of the jungle, I keep looking back over my shoulder at Ace, clearly nervous about being separated from him, but having made our decisions already, I do continue on the path.
Ace is already digging another hole and unga bungaing around the camp.
Is Ace staying at the camp?
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it said fire starter will make new fire.
It's Yasaka, Ace, Shuizi, Garnet, Toya, and Kelron working on the camp.
Nice.
Yuka and Zaya are going to the yacht, and then Saya, Tomok, Pomar, and Geeky are going into the camp, or going into the jungle.
Jungle. Okay.
He's a cop bender. He can bend donuts.
He's a cop bender.
There's so much wrong with that statement.
Bending donuts, bro. Stop. God fucking damn it. That was good, actually.
Oh, I like the bending donuts parts. The first part alone, though, was like pause, wait. Let me get my mind out of the gutter for a moment.
All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to start off with Team 2.
It's fine. We're fine.
You're fine. So just as a bit of flavor here, Yuka, how are you going to go from the beach to the yacht over the ocean? Being a waterbender, you have a multitude of options to do so. But
I know, that's the problem.
I'm just curious as to how you are going about things.
Given that it is an actual ocean, not just a lake, we're not going to freeze the top as we walk. We'll actually just do the thing where we pull the water around our body and then propel ourselves through the water to the yacht.
Okay.
Make ourselves a wave. We are now the wave.
Okay.
And then lift up onto the deck.
Zaya, on the other hand, begins to just run across like the water, and every time she takes a step, it just freezes just enough to support her weight as she begins to just run across the top of the ocean. And then when you two reach the yacht, she just propels herself up onto the deck just with like 2 jets of water underneath her feet. But as you land on the yacht, it's quiet-ish. Not much of a crew here. You would expect something this size to be crewed by at least enough people to make a visual impact. But as you get up onto the yacht, the two of you sort of like duck behind just a small box as one person just passes by, not even paying attention to the 2 like water stains that are on the otherwise dry deck. Like, okay, if I know my boats, and I don't, if I were a stuffy suit executive type, I would probably be. She kind of points up to like the top part of the ship where like a captain would be at, maybe up there.
That was my guess. It's got the visual impact. You can pretend like you can see everything and pretend like you're in control of it all.
And she's like, yeah, I mean, he kind of seems like the guy who wants to be in sort of control. I mean, we can just. She sort of gets up and then ducks back down. Hey, Yuka. Do you remember any of the crew on the boat being armed?
No. It was a cruise, I thought. And so
Yeah. Take a quick look out there. Does those look like anybody that Varrick Industries would hire?
Well, peek out around the corner.
As like you peek out, you see a bunch of individuals in clothing that's very reminiscent of a pirate, wandering the deck of the ship, all of them carrying some form of sword or club and just doing random half-assed patrols. In your sight, you could probably see about 3 of them.
Well,
I told you I'd find me dreadnought. Sorry, go ahead.
God damn it. Cannonball.
Cannonball!
Can't get rid of him.
Well, Zaya, I think we have an idea what happened here. I think he attracted more attention than he needed to.
I mean, you park a yacht out in the middle of who knows where. Definitely going to attract pirates.
Well, the question is, do we go in and try and find him and get him out of here, or do we try and go back for help?
Even if we went back for help, we can't bring everybody on out here. I mean, 2 of us, we can move silently enough and take out any stragglers as we come across them and see if we can't rescue that worm.
Well, that sounds like a good enough plan to me.
Right, and oh, you have to be kidding me. And she kind of points up, and coming into view with another large individual with one of those like large studded clubs on their back. You see Varen sort of conversing with them friendly. Now,
Either he's really good at talking his way out of shit, or we're in deeper shit than we thought.
I mean, he is a suit, so it could be either or. All right, so how do we play this? I mean, we can launch a rescue attempt and risk him being not a prisoner, but somebody working with these individuals. Or we can let him sit here and rot, and we can get back to the beach.
Can I take a moment to kind of study him and see if I can... I'm looking for any sign that he's under stress or duress of any kind.
Sure. How would you like to do that? Actually, this would be a perfect chance to assess the situation.
Yes. I have to give me a second to find that spot in the book again where it tells me how to do that. I read the book. I don't recall most of it. Wait a second.
There we go. Thank you, Spiffy.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Roll with creativity.
All right. Well, we'll give that a go. I have an 8.
An 8. All right, so as an 8, you can propose a question from that list.
Well, I guess we'll go with the who or what is in the greatest danger.
Okay.
Because that it goes with the what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm. As you sit there and you assess the situation, and you look at his mannerisms and just the way that he's talking with his hands and looking directly at this pirate, you can see that there is a bit of intimidation that Varen is feeling, but it's not as a means that as if he's fearing for his life. It's more, it's just, this is just a rather imposing individual. In this situation, you feel like you and Zaya may be the ones who are in the most danger here. You don't get a sense that Varen's in danger at all. Again, he's a little intimidated, but that's about it.
Okay. So, Yuka will look back at Zaya and be like, you know, I think he can lay in whatever mess he made for himself. He doesn't look like he's in immediate danger. Who knows, maybe in a day or two he'll show back up on the island.
So what do? We just leave?
Yeah, I think we have. Honestly, I get the feeling that if we show ourselves here, we're going to be in worse danger than he is.
Yeah, that is a lot of sharp utensils in their hands. Look, day to day, most things that I deal with are brief fire blasts or earth discs being thrown at my face. This is far beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, this is not something I really want to. Yeah, Muffin usually scares away most of the danger anyway, so he's not here. Most people think twice when they come face to face with a moose lion.
Too bad we couldn't bring him along.
Notes for next time. Although he is a bit troublesome to bring. I'll roll the water. Yeah, I think we need to go.
Okay. So, because you are in a tricky situation here, I think how are you, like, I'll explain it like this. How are you looking to try to get out of the situation without being noticed?
I mean, I imagine we just, in my head, we can't be too far from the edge of the boat from, landing and then ducking behind some crates. So it's basically slink back to the edge and over and into the water we go. We can probably cushion our falls with water bending so that we don't splat or hurt ourselves on the way down.
Okay. So you're going to make just an effort to try to get over the edge and back to the water without being seen.
Yep.
Okay. Go with me on this. I think this may require a bit of a roll for you to do.
Okay.
Just as this is one of those tricky situations as to where safety is not necessarily guaranteed.
Understandable.
So with your basic moves that you have available to you, what would you like to do?
The basic moves. I'm just trying to remind myself what they all are.
There is a list
down.
of basic moves on your character sheet, which is assess the situation, guide and comfort, intimidate, plead, push your luck, rely on your skills and training, trick, and help.
So I guess I'd go with the rely on skills and training to try to use some sort of skill to stealth the way through and
Right, so
over the edge.
click on that. It will bring up so this will definitely be a straight up roll. Doesn't necessarily have a, give me 1 second here. Thank you,
There you
Fox.
go, Fox.
Like
Thank
that
you.
That's what I was trying to bring up, was the information
so they have,
button.
They have
it's
the
indented
little
over
like
trick.
speech bubbles next to the things. You click on the speech bubble to bring up the description.
Got you.
Okay.
Clicking on the name itself does the roll.
Yeah, because I was looking at it, and rely on your skills and training. The speech bubble is above trick. I didn't see it. I thought it just didn't have
they're a little wonky on some of them.
All right, so you will roll with focus for this.
Oh, I actually have a point in focus. And that's going to come in handy, as that will roll me a 7.
That will roll you a 7. All right, so on a 7 and 9, you do it imperfectly. The GM tells you how your approach may lead to unexpected consequences. and you can accept those consequences, or you can mark a fatigue. So I'll say that, yeah, it's easy enough for both you and Zaya to slink back over the edge of the ship, though with it being patrolled and with somebody having the high ground at the moment, I think that doing so, you don't do it as graciously as you expected it as it went off in your head, and you're sort of noticed going over the edge.
It's fair enough.
Now you can accept that consequence, or you can mark a fatigue in order for that consequence not to necessarily take effect. And if you take a fatigue, there is like a little fatigue meter right underneath your stats. Then you would just click off one of those pips.
Yep. I think I will take the fatigue on this one, because I don't want to put everyone else in danger from my own dice.
Perfectly fine. So the two of you slink overboard. You tuck in, you sort of land in the water, but you cushion your fall with your bending, and the both of you make your way back to the shoreline itself. And as you begin to head back, we are going to go ahead and call it here for tonight, as the next part is going to require more than what we have time for. Okay. So that does it for episode 1. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning on in. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do. On alternating Mondays, when we aren't here playing Avatar Legends, we have Destiny Forged, which is our longest running show here on the channel, currently in its 4th campaign. Tuesdays, we have Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tilt. Coming up this Thursday will be another episode of A New Era, which is another 5th edition game that I run. Alternating Thursdays, we have Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game that is run by Zorro. Saturdays, coming up this Saturday, we would normally have Withered Waste, which is another 5th edition game that I run, but I will be unavailable, so there will be no game set for that Saturday. Alternating Saturdays, we have The Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton-inspired mini-adventure run by Malls. Oh, is this weekend? This weekend is T-Dop. You're right. I got mixed up. Yes, this weekend is T-Dop, which is The Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton-inspired mini-adventure run by Malls. Alternating Saturdays, we have Withered Waste, which is the 5th edition game that I run. And then on Sundays, we have Wayward Wanderers, which is our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign run by Azarin. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in. Hey, Fox, you want to find us somebody to raid?
I can do that, yes.
I should have asked that before I did the spiel, but I forgot.
Oh, I was gonna say, if we wanted to send someone over to like a charity thing.
Yeah, sure.
Always
if you've
a fan
got
of
somebody in
charity.
mind, we can do that.
Mystery Wrestling is doing the Infinite Rumble, which is a 24-hour wrestling match benefiting the Canadian Cancer Society.
Yes. We can go ahead and send the love over there. Always a fan of charity.
The channel is Evil Uno.
Oh, is it Evil Uno's channel?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they're about halfway through at the moment. So,
always happy to send people over to a charity broadcast.
All right, everyone. So,
especially for comedy wrestling,
buckle on up. You get to watch another 12 hours of professional wrestling. But we are going to head on out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.
Good, everyone.
I'm waving.
Hi, I'm waving.